Is the Occult Museum perhaps the most haunted area? I would consider the most haunted area in the world. Over 45 years of collections of voodoo dolls, occult practice objects, satanic ritual objects, witchcraft objects. I would have to say, with all due caution to viewers, it's not a place you'd want to stay at night. It's not a place you'd want to stay for any length of time. We're going to take the time for the tour. The most haunted area in the world. That's what I would say.
I would say that it is one of the most haunted areas because of the many things here, Tony, that come from all parts of the world. Europe, Asia, America, Canada, Mexico. This is a collection of items on the occult that have been used in diabolical experiences by many different types of people into black magic, wizardry, sorcery, and so forth.
These are all things that you then would consider evil, then?
Oh, positively. In fact, this is not a building that you should be in after 9 o'clock at night. From 9 to 6 are the psychic hours. This is not a Halloween room. This is the real thing.
Okay.
Many of the objects in this room here have had dire effects on people. People have been maimed, have been killed. People have wound up in mental institutions because of many of the things they write in this building here. You have the voodoo dolls, you have the Raggedy Ann doll, which was responsible for the death of a young man who came in here one time, who challenged the doll to do its worst, and it did. Then you have a detective who was almost killed right in this room that we're standing in.
Now, I know also that when you bring visitors into this museum, such as us and the camera crew and others, many others have come in, you always say to them, and I always wondered about this, do not touch anything in this room. If you do, let me know. Why do you say that? What's wrong?
Well, if anybody touches anything in this room, their aura mingles with the aura of that object, which is very evil. I would then tell them to close their eyes. I would vision them in what we call a Christ light, make the sign of the cross over them so they take nothing out of here. That's just a precaution that I always use.
All right, so if you touch something, what would you do?
Well, I would do the same thing. But remember that I have to touch these things all the time. But I think that I have a natural protection as far as devils and demons are concerned. People jokingly say to me, has anybody ever broken in here? And I say, no. Nobody's ever broken in, but they have broken out.
Well, Ed, I really appreciate you letting us come in and taking a look around your museum. It's pretty scary. And I can tell you right now, it's raining outside, and it's coming upon 9 o'clock. And I don't know about you, but I know the camera guys are a little bit weary. I think it's time to leave, don't you?
And what about the experience we had earlier?
Well, we were starting to film, you mean. Just as Rob was coming to us to start the interview, every single light went out. Every single light went out without any kind of jolting, just died. And then, what, 2 minutes later it came back.
That was a warning to get out of here.
So I think it's just about 9 o'clock at night. I think it's time.
And we should leave.
Right.